It's a pretty rare occurrence to get two teams this far into the competition that still boast an undefeated record. That is exactly what we have in store for us today, with the Celtic Dragons set to do battle with the Pacific TOA in round 4 of the Global Rugby Challenge. Neither side has lost a match yet, but the way the Dragons have been going, don't discount a draw here tonight. This is going to be an epic battle. So let's take a look at the two teams set to go at it in tonight's round 4 fixture of the Global Rugby Challenge. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby in the subscriber series, the GRC, where you guys take the field against the world's elites and quite often than not against each other. Today, as we spoke about, the Celtic Dragons up against the Pacific TOA, these two sides boasting an undefeated record. Undefeated both sides, but in very, very different ways. We know what the Celtic Dragons have been up to this season, and they sit 7th on the table. You may say to yourself, that's a bit bizarre. Undefeated, yet that far down the ladder. Yes, only one win in their books, but 2 draws to go alongside with it. Their only win come against the Cornflakers 2 rounds ago in a 17-14 victory. That is their only time to rejoice. It was a draw in round 1 against Glasgow Warriors and a draw in round 3 against Leinster. They'll be wanting to put those nightmares behind, get their season back on track and go 2-2-0 if they can pick up the win here tonight. Their starting 15 for tonight's matchup is as follows. The front row, Ray Ellenson, Daniel Jenkins and Butzkirkita Daniel will be the big boys up front. Caleb Cook and Max Moriarty will slot in behind them in the second row, with Manuel Malerio, Milton Simiu and Craig Anderson completing the forward pack. Into the back line, Alfonso Gill will partner up with Steve Tecklogs in the halves, with Christian Tornatore at inside centre, Derek McGregor at outside centre, Scott Andrews on the left wing, Callum Ewing on the right side, and Benji Cook with a brilliant headgear at fullback for the Dragons. We spoke briefly about the bizarre record of undefeated that the Celtic Dragons have. On the flip side to that, we have the second place Pacific TOA, who are doing it the right way. There's no draws here. They are 3 games, 3 wins, 0 losses. This team is all about attack. This team is all about success. As we've seen in previous episodes, they know how to win, and all they want to do is score tries. They look dangerous and they know how to get the job done too. A couple of rounds ago we've seen against the Guardians of the Crib, who are performing pretty well this season, still couldn't get over the line against the TOA. 14-10, the TOA got the victory, and that has been one of their closest encounters so far. When it come up against the Exeter Chiefs, who are way down the foot of the table in the last round, round 3, it was a 33-7 demolition. The TOA are here for fun, and they don't care who gets in their way. Their starting 15 for tonight's matchup is as follows. Again, in the front row will be Fetu Tipu, Samisi, Lincoln Atamai, Sidleki Kavalu at the front. In the second row, Zandre Lambrex will be alongside Ryan Webb, with Ross Cameron, Tama Bailey and Fatu Fulafeses in the back row. Into the back line is captain Jim Aligino, who will start at scrum half, with Henko Fiat outside him in the number 10 jumper. It's the experienced duo that is leading this team from the front of Bob Jeffrey and Dean Mumberg in the midfield. It's the dangerous Marcus White on the left wing, equally explosive Daryl Gray on the right, and quite a tidy little defender in Max Hansen, who will line up in the number 15 jumper for the TOA. They look hot this season and they've taken this competition by storm, but does it end today, or do they continue their merry way against the Dragons? So we are set for action. It will be the Pacific TOA playing in their away strips. They are the away side tonight. You can see them here in the predominantly white kits up against the purple of the Celtic Dragons. As underway we go. Henko Fire wasting no time, getting the kickoff done. And it's fielded down by the Dragons. Max Moriarty with the ball buried at the bottom of a breakdown. And look at this from the TOA, digging deep down in the dirt, getting the ball back as well. They fire it out to right side. Daryl Gray back in field full of things. He throws it into their ball. Jenkins pulls it in, and the Dragons survive an early scare of losing possession in their 22. Here is Caleb Cook having a scamper off the left of the base. Jenkins has scored a brilliant try already this season. Anderson out wide, and what a bust here from Scott Andrews. but he's kicked it away after a great little burst, beating the tackle, getting the ball downfield. It's a kicking duel now as Jenkins has the ball and more possession for the Dragons. They lose it though quickly on halfway. Here come the TOA. And it is Marcus White who hammers this downfield into the end goal and placed by Benji Cook at the back. Both sides already, you can see, happy to run, happy to kick. They'll take whatever the best option is at the time as Steve Teckott kicks long for the Dragons, the captain as well, doing the duties, through the middle, Dean Mumberg, here's a chance to Tyre, how wide the ball, Hanko fired, try, incoming for the TOA, #1 on the board. How easy was that? A half break through the middle, Dean Mumberg, we spoke about Bob Jeffrey, we spoke about Dean Mumberg, those guys know how to set up a try. And I think you can look at that earlier. Before Mumberg, the ball was delivered by Bob Jeffrey. Daryl Gray off to Jeffrey. Mumberg through the middle. Here we go. There's a short one it was. Bob Jeffrey with an absolute perler of a pass, finding Dean Mumberg, who knows how to throw him. And he unleashed a beauty of a pass to Henko Thayards. And it's still Marcus White on the shoulder, unrequired. The Pacific TOA get off to an absolute screamer of a start. 12th minute of the matchup, and the try scorer himself, Thayard with the conversion from the sideline, adds the extra 2. No problems for the Pacific TOA. They lead by 7 points to 0. After the opening 12 minutes of this big subscriber clash. Well, the Pacific TOA are one of the few teams still with the capabilities to stop this TOA side during round robin play. As great kickoff finds Mumberg, fired into midfield of Jim Aligino, and the little scrum half goes down with an injury. Oh, that's big blow, huge blow for the TOA. The captain is down, and it looks like it will be a knee injury by the looks of that. Well, on will come Finn Hansen. Off the bench, the replacement at scrum half, you see there 21.
Set.
And this is going to be an interesting turn of events here for this matchup. Hansen feeds, and he joins, of course, Max, who is on in number 15 jumper already. The two Hansons do like to combine. Here's Thayard running, creating room, man, full of feces, breaks through the line, straight off the block of the scrum, gets it away to White, and White drives straight into the one defender left remaining. Good tackle there, Callum Ewing. Jeffrey goes away to full of feces again, and another strong run by the number 8. Waiting for it now is the runaway Cavallo. Gets it out wide, Sam Rex. Nice little power pass, finding Bob Jeffrey, who's really in the thick of this matchup already. Here's Tipu, short side play. Out it is Cavallo once again, who drives down the left-hand side. Just sneaking their way into the Dragons' territory. Pick and go from Hansen. And Finn Hansen drives it down to Benji Cook, who turns and delivers a big punt back towards halfway, and it's fielded there this time by Hansen. This time it was Max Hansen who turns it around and somehow gets us beautifully placed in the 22 of the Dragons. What a kick! Perfect placement there from the TOA fullback. Jenkins with the line-out throw. 5-man line-out option. The 2 second rowers, the jumping options for the two sides. It's Moriarty who drags it down, and Daniel fires off to his left-hand side and creating space through the middle of the park. Other Dragons. Anderson gives it away nicely to McGregor. And McGregor's just caught and dragged backwards as well. Here's Tornatore. He gets a kick away just in the nick of time. And he looks pretty happy with that effort as well. Christian Tornatore hasn't had much ball like most of these Dragons players. And they are just struggling to hang on to this one at the moment. Here's Samisi Lincoln at Tamai. He's got it to the back, just claimed there for Brian Webb, and a forward pass will go the way of the Dragons. Lambrix was the one to get the ball, but I don't think he delivered the forward pass. No, it was the ball from Hansen.
Crouch.
The new man on the park there, number 21, Finn Hansen, just getting it away, a little bit too eager. And a bit of relief here for the Dragons as they have the scrum just short of halfway in their own half. And this fed by Afonso Gill. Haven't seen too many of about the Dragons tonight already. They get it away to Tekog. Tekog's run for going wide to McGregor. McGregor holds up play, gives out to Tornatore, who tries to bust through the tackle.
Release.
Good defence out there by the TOA. And now they got a bit of room down the short side. It's Callum Ewing. Dangerous run of the ball in hand. But he comes up against a very good defender in Max Hansen, who takes him to ground. Here is Samiu going short to Tornatore. Oh, penalty to the TOA. Christian Tornatore, very, very good, but could not quite get the support play required in time. We are 4 minutes from the break, and we have just the one try between these two sides. It's a very nicely judged kick there from Hinko Thayarts, and he can't save that one. Milirio trying to go into the sideline for the Dragons. Here it is again. Lincoln Atamai throws at the back, and again it's Webb, who's very classy in the line out. They throw into midfield to the Pacific TOA, and it is Dean Mumberg again with another charge to the line. Hansen takes it on. He takes on heavy defence too from Caleb Cook. There goes half time. That may be all she wrote from the opening half. Here is Anderson. Banger goes to Afonso Gill as they keep it alive, and the knock-on comes in the way of a tackle there on Scott Andrews. They were trying to kick the ball away, the Dragons, trying to end the half. But a crunching tackle there. My goodness me, Ross Cameron. Absolute bruiser on defence. And he's put this half to an end with another punishing hit by the TOA back row. It is just 7-0. The Pacific TOA lead the Celtic Dragons, and they've had all the opportunity to get this job done tonight as well. 63% of the ball, 80% of territory. What more could you possibly want to get this job done? And it hasn't been enough to get more than just a 7 points so far, but they'll be wanting to get back into the second half and get more on the board. The Dragons, on the other hand, they need some ball. Short and sweet, they need the football in this game. Can they find it? Let's find out. Second half about to kick off. Zolla's there for Captain Steve Tekox for the Celtic Dragons. And he drops it on the boot. And underway we go for the second half. And it's fielded there from Tipu. Finds his front row partner in Lincoln Atamai. And the TOA already off to a good ball retaining start to this half. It's just some bit of space on that short side. They tried to find a way through there through Cavani. Turnover ball. Here's a chance now. It's through the middle goes McGregor. Wow, there's an upturn for the books. It's the Celtic Dragons with a chance now. Out to Ewing. Oh, he just couldn't get away. Come on, Ewing. What an opportunity there. Gill goes to his left. Again, it's McGregor. Oh, he looks dangerous. Gill, pick and go. Round the corner, Tornatore back into Ewing. Ewing just about gets away. Good defence from the TOA, but they fight ever closer to the Dragons. 10 minutes out. Daniel! Oh, that is so close to being a penalty, and it is. Well, you saw the TOA player was up and over that ball so quickly. And it was only a matter of seconds before the referee said that is enough for not releasing. And Hinko Thayarts obliges with a vicious punt downfield to get his team out of what was quite the mire of trouble. As we near the 50th minute mark of this matchup, unbelievable, we've only had one try from two teams that love to attack. Ryan Webb at the back, he's the money man as now they go into midfield. Jeffrey to Mumberg, all the way out to Gray, and Daryl Gray runs away and cuts away from his defender as well. Andrews has been left on the ground. The cover defence was just enough. Here is Jeffrey into midfield. Sandro Lambrex is through. Up to the 22 he goes. And just taken down. What a run there from the big second rower. They got short room. Oh, there's numbers to burn here. Gotta be a try. Marcus White. Oh, one to beat. What defence there from Benji Cook. That had to be a try for the TOA. And you could have probably said that would have been game over as well. Unbelievable from such a dangerous finisher. Couldn't get the job done. Moriarty takes it down. Look at this run here from Ray Ellenson. Great offline as well. Callum Ewing up towards the 10-metre line. But dragged into touch again. Max Hansen on fire when it comes to defensive work at the back. We swing it back now to the TOA. Lincoln Atamai. What a chance this could be for the TOA. If they can put a try in here, you'll pretty much put this game to bed as well. They fire into midfield and they find it out to Dean Mumberg. He was allowed to run too far! Oh no! Dean Mumberg's gone now! Jim Aligino's got injured! Dean Mumberg's got injured! Big blows for the Pacific TOA. On will come Tom Barrett. And he will take that number
Crouch.
13 position.
Bind.
What a couple of blows this is for the TOA. If they pick up the win, they'll be happy. But to lose two players like Jim Aligino and now Dean Mumberg, who's been arguably the best man on the paddock, that is massive. Hansen, wow, triple cutout pass. Quickly goes out to White. White with a top goal! Oh, that's good enough. They'll take it. Marcus White puts the TOA up by 10. Not what I thought they had in mind. A team that loves to score a try. They found it out to Marcus White, who just said, we'll take the 3, thanks. And that's exactly what they did too. Back to Steve Tickox it goes, and he plants this one. Flat kickoff, way to the right-hand side for the TOA. And here is the new man on the paddock, Barrett, who finds his way up towards, again, 10-metre line. But now look at this. Well, the Dragons have stolen it back. Here's the chance as they have caught him now to do something special. Time is ticking for the Celtic Dragons. Waiting is Cook. Goes short, and it's a great run to Samir, pulling offside now. McGregor, one to be McGregor, finds the support in Andrew, back inside it goes. McGregor's got it back, it's for Jenkins, and Daniel Jenkins scores tries for fun. What a play for the hooker to finish, but how about Derek McGregor? He was the money man here. There's McGregor, first touch, he bossed the line, took it up to the fullback, back it went to Andrew, back inside Gill, McGregor, and then to the big man, Daniel Jenkins, to finish off. Samiu did brilliantly. There was a number of key contributors here. Afonso Gill is well involved. There he is again, Derek McGregor, and of course, Scott Andrew earlier, and the final finish, Daniel Jenkins. What a team try for the Celtic Dragons. And that has breathed some much-needed life into this team. Now they have a chance to really fight back into this last 10 minutes. The lead is so slender. This kick is important and it's good as well. Steve Tickox nails the extra 2. And the scoreline has gone from a 10-point lead, looking comfy for the TOA. And now the lead is cut to just 3. 10-7 the score. Hinko Thaia back to halfway for the TOA. He drops a little short one as well. Waiting Samiu's there, but he doesn't take it. It's instead a great pull in there from Manuel Malerio. And the try scorer, Daniel Jenkins. Well, this game's bursted to life right at the end, and now busting through. Another break for Daniel. Gets it out to the inside. Derek McGregor. He's only got to run away from Lincoln Atamai, and he'll do it easy. Derek McGregor. Oh, wow. 2 in 2 minutes. This game has just ignited. If you were getting sleepy, if you thought the TOA were cruising, well, I got news for you. This one is far from done. Derek McGregor, he has awoken and he has sparked his team into life. What a try, what a play, what a finish. How about the work from Buzz Kaketa Daniel? He sparked it all. Yes, the tight head prop sparked it all. Big busting run straight through the middle, and then a fluid pass straight out to that man, Derek McGregor, who has been very instrumental in the second half for the Celtic Dragons. Write them off at your peril. Here is Steve Tickox. It's a 2-point lead. Can he force them to score a try? Oh, he does! If the TOA want the lead back, they've got to get a 5-pointer. No penalties, no drop goals. It's tries or bust. 14-10 is the score. We've got 5 and change to play, and we are back into action as well. Kicked off from the TOA and stolen by T-Bone, a high tackle from Caleb Cook. Yellow card. Oh, we've seen it all. We have seen it all in these last last 15 minutes. Tries, penalties, high tackles, yellow cards. A penalty won't do, TOA. It won't do. They've tapped. And away they go. Thayan swapping left and right. Here's for the Finksies. For Finksies. Straight through the middle. Into the 22 he goes. And this TOA side look like they've just been woken up. And Daryl Gray will score. That is the ultimate reply. Defensively, the Dragons got a little bit dangerous, and the Pacific TOA have just torn them to shreds in about 3 phases time. Daryl Gray takes the ball, acceleration past the lumbering number 8 of Craig Anderson, and he just smokes the defensive line straight through, in for the try. Fullback taken out of play, and there was no chance at all to stop this man. He is electric at the best of times, but you can't stop Daryl Gray that close to the line. Well, Benji Cook, the fullback for the Dragons, taken out of play earlier. No one covering that back line. And as soon as Gray had cut that in half, it was all over. And speaking of all over, that'll be all she wrote. The TOA, they have struck and they have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. This team is absolutely top level. They were cruising, they were setting sail on the sea, and they were happy. The Dragons said, not on our watch, not in our stadium, and they forced one of the most epic final 15 minutes of a game of rugby that you have ever seen. It was, remember, only 10-0. And that turned into a 17-14 final scoreline. 2 tries apiece. Let's see, Daniel Jenkins, Derek McGregor for the Dragons, Steve Tecox, 2 out of 2 from the T as well. Hinko Fayat, and of course, Daryl Gray with the final try. And that was the winning of this game. Fayat, 2 out of 2 conversions, and it was Marcus White with ultimately the winning play with a drop goal that put it up to 10 points to 0. I thought at that time that would be the final score, 10-0. What an average game between 2 quality sides, but alas, that was not the case. Full-time stats, it evened up, didn't it? Boy, oh boy, it evened up. The Dragons came back. The TOA, they relinquished that grip hold they had, and the Dragons allowed themselves into this game. They forced their way, I should say, into this game. The TOA, though, reacted. They fought back, and they battled back to just claim that victory. What a match it has been. If you tuned out earlier, well, I'm sorry you just missed one of the crackers. Line breaks are plenty, tackles and ball are plenty for both sides in the end. The Dragons even tipped it in their favour. A great fixture between 2 great sides, but it does mean the Dragons now have won in that L category. Okay, so we are 2/3 of the way through round 4, and we have just the one match that we'll be tuning into for this round. It will be the Crusaders versus the Flakers. That'll be our final round 4 matchup, and then of course we've got Toulouse versus Leinster as well. We'll find out what happens with that one in the next episode. Then we're into round number 5, which is some more absolutely gripping matches to tune into as well. But it is the TOA who are the team to watch this season. Clearly, they are a cut above the rest in Season 4 of the GRC. And we can see the results that here on the table as well. 4 wins from 4 games. No draws, no losses, 2 bonus points, and a plus 40 differential as well. They're on 18. The Jaguares, 1 bonus point further behind on 17. Those 2 sides are the teams to beat this season. There's no question about that whatsoever. The Crusaders still on the shout. Remember, they've only played 3 games. If they pick up 4 or 5, they'll go to 15 or 16 as well. So they're definitely not out of the woods just yet. The Guardians, they've only played 3, so they could possibly go up with those leaders as well. They're on 10, as are the Flakers, who play next. Clermont starting to stretch it out now as they sit on 9 points, as are the Celtic Dragons now. 1 win, 2 draws, and a loss. But spare a thought here for the fans and players of the All Flakes. 1 win, 2 losses, and of course the bye in the opening 4 rounds for those boys. They need big results, and they need them fast as they sit down in 10th with just 6 points. It is the TOA, though, the team to watch, and the team who are doing all the damage this season. Now, of course, you guys did see 2 injuries during that matchup. Captain Jim Gino went down with an injury, and stood outside centre Dean Mumberg. I can tell you what, good news is they're not long-term injuries, which is, I guess, relieving for anyone who is a TOA player or fan. Those 2 guys very instrumental, and they'll be fit to go if required for the next match as well in round 5. So good news there for those 2 players with the injuries. And of course, that does leave us with the one final game of round 4 to tune into next episode, Flakers Crusaders. That one is a home game for the Super Rugby franchise. So the Cantabrians will be at Canterbury Stadium. That is going to be a huge matchup. That one, just for those of you who are interested, will be an AI versus AI matchup. Top teams can't be split. So I'll be letting the AI decide who will take the points here in this one. As with all the top running teams, the Hugwaders, those sort of teams will all be AI matches. So that should be an exciting one to watch as well. That is me for today though. Thank you everyone for tuning and watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Let me know your thoughts on the best and the worst of today's matchup, and keep an eye on the comments as well for everyone else's player of the game. I'll see you all for our next match, which will be the Flakers and the Crusaders. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.